Yesterday we were loaning out players, today we're loaning in players. Welcome back guys to Son of Scotland TV, and Alex Lowry is now a Hearts player, at least for the next 12 months. He joins on loan from Rangers. Not too sure which one of the three managers wanted him. Maybe they all wanted him, maybe two of them thought he was shite, but regardless, he is at Hearts and he is going to be, hopefully for us, an important player this season. I don't know much about Alex Lowry, but what I do know is a lot of Rangers fans seem to like him. A lot of Rangers fans are frustrated that he's not been getting game time, and he's going to probably get even less game time had he stayed at Rangers this season with the amount of players Beale brought in. So it makes good sense for Rangers to loan him out here, get him away on loan. It makes sense for Hearts as well because they're getting a good player. But at the same time, I'm always a little bit worried about these kind of deals. I'm always a little bit reluctant to want players on loan for the old firm, because at the end of the day, you're bringing in old firm players, you're helping them get better, and then at the end of the season, you're giving them back to the old firm on loan. And the end goal is to one day try and catch the old firm, and I don't know, improving their players doesn't seem like the best way to do it. This would be like playing someone's fucking Pokemon Red back in the day, helping level up their character just to give them the Game Boy back 10 minutes later. You know, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but we've got the Rangers man here. My brother, Big Stevie Cool 1872. Hopefully he can make more sense of this deal than I can, because I've been talking piss about Pokemon for the last minute.
Pokemon, guys! Pokemon, it's a go for Alex. Alex Lowry, great player for me. I would have actually a captain, but I wouldn't have capped him knowing that Beale wouldn't play him, and Beale wouldn't play him because he hasn't really played him, if we're going to be brutally honest about it. Like, when you've got the likes of Lundstrom, why would you play John Lundstrom over Alex Lowry? I'm not too sure. The likes of Rabbi Matondo.
Well, totally different players, are they not?
No.
Alex Lowry not more of attacking?
Well, he is, but I'm talking... Well, Lundstrom plays in it as an attack. Well, he attempts
Yeah, I wouldn't want Lundstrom going to half... I wouldn't want him crossing the halfway line if he was in my team. Like.
Answer this, right? I think Lowry is good enough to be in the Rangers squad. Do you think he's good enough to be in the Rangers squad? Because for me, I would personally...
Probably not, to be honest. Not the squad? The squad, yes. The starting 11, no. Not with Cantwell coming in. Not with Lawrence, who I thought looked good until the injury. And obviously he's brought in even more players. I think Lowry definitely could do something for the Rangers squad, but...
This guy should be constantly on the Rangers bench, and for me, he's not. Now, obviously, right, Raskin, Cantwell, Cifuentes, players in the midfield, that sort of area, are going to keep him at the team, and Lammers. I think that's to be expected because they're a few years older than him and better at this current point. But for me, like, why would you get rid of this guy and keep the likes? I mean, Stephen Davis is still under contract, for example.
Like, Stephen Davis won't play a game for Rangers.
Ryan Jack, you can understand why they got rid of the likes of Arfield, but for Lowry, I would have kept him. But for me, it's only a loan. And therefore, if he isn't going to get the play time, then I would get
game time. Fuck me.
The play time, the game time. Point is, right?
Back to the Game Boy here.
Does he walk into the Hearts midfield?
Fuck, I don't think so. If he does, then our midfield's pretty pish. If Alex Lowry can just walk in and demand a starting place in the Hearts midfield.
Well, who's better than him?
I wouldn't put him ahead of Devlin or Benjamin, like.
Aye, but Benjamin's a wee injury prone guy.
No, Benjamin's going to be back this season. I think if Benjamin stays fit, he'll get a big move away from Hearts. That's my prediction.
Lowry can play off the wing, left wing.
I prefer right wingers myself.
No, but Barry Mackay, he's shite.
Is he going to be a good replacement for Giannelli? Can he do that kind of job? Can he?
I'm sure. The point is,
has he got pace?
No, but he's brilliant. He's still quick enough, like, but.
So what you're saying is Rangers are letting a technically brilliant player leave?
I'd say so, yes.
Well, there you go. So what predictions on what do you think he's going to do with this upcoming season? And what did you rate my comparison of Pokemon Go to the Hearts loan and Rangers player?
I think Pokemon's for nerds, but it was you're talking when you were like 8.
Aye.
Not when you're a grown...
No, guys, just that my Pokemon Game Boy got binned as soon as I turned 13, so just want to point that out.
Then I picked up the Rock action figure. Anyway, right, Alex Lowry, I'm glad he's went to a team like this, not a League 2 team. And for me, if I was going to pick out the better teams in Scotland outside the old firm, I'd pick Hearts every day of the week for him to go to. So for me, that's a perfect deal for Rangers if you're going to get rid of him.
I think it's a good deal for all parties. I just don't like the thought and the idea of possibly Hearts getting Lowry, and he plays like nearly every game. He's an important part of the Hearts squad.
And Hearts would be able to afford him permanently.
And he improves as a player. and then maybe next season he goes back to Rangers, and all of a sudden then he's deemed good enough to be a starting player for Rangers. I just don't really like the thought of us, even though it does benefit us if he plays well and gets us results. I don't really like the thought of training players for Rangers.
I get your point, but we've seen in the past that things like this could work.
What kind of deal would Rangers be looking for if it was a possible buy deal, like if it was a loan to buy?
It'd be a couple of million.
A couple of million?
I'd say so. 2 or 3 million. I mean, he's young.
Alright, Savage, get that checkbook out.
Get it out, big man.
Let's have something happen.
I wouldn't sell him, no, I'd keep him.
Anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Alex Lowry is now a Hearts player. Till then, no, till next time.